Today I will be sharing with you a carrot cake recipe that is passed down all the way from my grandmother. I know it sounds very cliche, but it actually is true. So today we will be using a lemon with 3 carrots. If it's small carrots, then use 4. Then cinnamon and baking powder, as well as vanilla, and 4 eggs, sugar, flour, and of course our lovely butter. We can't go without this. It's very, very nice. But let's get started with peeling the carrots. So once we have all the carrots peeled, then we can now go ahead and grate them. And I would advise to use the smallest grater that you have available, so you get the finest pieces of carrot in your cake instead of long strands. But it's a matter of preference, of course. And we have a lot of carrots, yes. It seems like a lot, but it will turn out just fine, trust me. And then we need 1 lemon, so we need to get out the juices, and we do that through a sieve, so we don't get any seeds with us. In a pot with hot water, then we melt some butter, and all the details for the ingredients will be down in the description below. And then in a large bowl, then we add in the sugar along with the eggs and mix that together. Until you get a nice smooth texture. Then you can add the flour through a sieve. So you get the flour to be a lot more fine. And then you add in the baking powder and just mix that all together. Until this consistency. And then we add in the cinnamon. Make sure to get all of it. And the vanilla extract. Or if you have fresh vanilla, then I would advise to use that. It really makes a lot of a difference. But today we didn't have that available, unfortunately. And then you add in the melted butter as well as the juice from the lemon. Stir it together. And then you have this amazing smell already. And then we add in the nice grated carrots. Just added it little by little. I added in 3 batches. And then once it's all incorporated, then you can go ahead and add the rest of the carrots. And then in a form, then you can use some butter on the sides to make it more slippery. And then in the oven it goes. And while we wait for the cake to finish in the oven, then we can go ahead and write "Susukase," which basically translates into cool breeze, which is something that would be insanely nice to have during this summer, because it's super hot and super humid here in Osaka at least. But how is it at your place? Is it also super hot, or is it starting to cool down? Or maybe you're on the other side of the equator and it's winter, I suppose? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear. And out of the oven it goes, and then we can turn it on a plate because of the butter, then it releases very easy. So it's beautiful. And then you can touch it just to make sure it's all cooled down. And once it's fully cooled down, then you can crush some fresh walnuts. And then we need a lemon, so you can roll it so you get all the juices into the lemon itself. And then you can cut it, and we just need to use a little bit of the juices, so just use half. And then in a bowl, then you can add the cream cheese and 4 teaspoons of lemon juice, and then the powdered sugar, and just mix it together with a rice spoon, because that makes sense. Yes, until you get like this nice frosting, and then you can add it onto the cake. And just spread it out with a okonomiyaki spatula. Yeah, because that is part of my grandma's recipe, of course. And then once it's spread out, then we can add the final topping, which is the walnuts. And trust me, it has an amazing smell when it is ready. So welcome back. So we have finished the carrot cake, long awaited, and the smell is absolutely stunning. You have the smell from the freshly cut walnuts along with the carrots and the cream cheese. Super nice. I'm very excited to dig into this one, to be honest. But let's have a bite. So the cake is absolutely amazing. You have the fragrancy of the walnuts, of course, and a little bit of cinnamon and the lemon, as well as the obvious carrots. But as you can see, then it's basically this one cake layer and then the cream cheese and then topping, which is common in Denmark. But outside Denmark, then they usually have like a layer of the cake and then cream cheese, then a layer of the cake. So they have like 2 layers of cake and then cream cheese on top again. But this is just the traditional way of doing it our way. It is a little bit of a healthy feeling to it compared to like the previous cakes that we made, but it still is very nice. If you have the chance, then I would highly recommend making this. And if you're interested in more Danish recipes, then please look up in the right corner where we will be linking more recipes, and I will see you in the next one. Vi ses!